All righty, there we go. Oh, so it still did, I guess, even, oh, that's interesting. Even though I went through StreamYard, it still put my pinned comment up. Ooh, that's kind of interesting. But I don't think I am being distributed on. It came up. Oh, wow. So let me check and see that's pretty interesting. All right. Well, we're going to see how that goes. But let's see. Yeah, it's only on YouTube right now. It's okay. Incredible greetings, everyone. I am Shakia, the professor of HS Ink 365. We are the home of the Honestly Speaking brand of products. We carry sublimation ink, sublimation paper, pigment ink, and other accessories like chips, chip resetters for certain printers. We have digital files, classes, all that on our website, shop.hsink365.com. So be sure to check that out. I am also the top instructor with teaching Silhouette Studio, which is the software that is used to control the Cameo machines, but I teach it as a graphic designing software, separate from the machine, completely. I teach you how to use it as a design software. The other part of our business is I help others understand their business. There's so many factors to it. There's going to be so many subject matter experts on certain things. I cannot tell you everything about marketing. Well, like running ads on Facebook or what's going to work for you, or give you like a surefire blueprint to how to master ads. It's different for everyone. The techniques that work for some may not work for others. But what I can do is show you like how to get it set up. I can't tell you what's going to be the magic formula for you for marketing and branding, but I can list some of the industry standards that most people who are successful like that, they follow. And then you have to figure out how it works for you. I cannot tell you or teach you everything about designing because I don't design every single way. There are some people that like to design with a lot of flares and glitters and stones and backgrounds and splashes and things like that. And then there are some that like to design with a lot of text and just fonts and like simple shapes. So I don't do like every single style. Some people like to have like a lot of halftones, shadows and highlights, but I can show you the different programs, the tools, introduce you to what they do, and then you can find your own creative voice and be able to design. So I'm not going to ever get up here and say that I can teach you everything about every part of your business, because I don't do a lot of the things that you guys do. But if it's something that you can incorporate through the things that I do know and I'm able to teach, I come on and I try to share those things with you. Today, we are going to have a little discussion about pricing and understanding how important it is to come up with the right formula and understand what you need to be successful. A lot of the times I get asked questions about, well, how much should I charge for this? What should the price be for X, Y, and Z? And there's so many factors that affect that, right? What the product or service is, who you're marketing it to, where you're marketing it at, what's the perceived value of it, because some people don't like. I can understand maybe why like a Jaguar is priced the way that it is. Maybe the quality of the parts and things like that, and just who it was made for. Jaguar could have definitely gone and said, okay, even though we put all this stuff in here, we want to make this Jaguar affordable for those who work at McDonald's, and they could have priced it within their range, but they chose not to, based off of just the quality and the person that found value in that. maybe it was somebody that had money. Now it's like, oh, well, if that, I see this person is rich, they're famous, they're wealthy, and they like this product. And if they're willing to pay this amount of money because they don't know what the hell to do with their money, now Jaguar can say, okay, well, somebody sees value in this and they're willing to pay X amount of dollars for it. So now we're going to market it at that price. But somebody else, like let's say if it was never someone wealthy willing to pay that amount, and the only people that were interested in it were those who were working minimum wage, would they have been able to price it that? So you have to know who you're talking to, who you're marketing to, who do you want to buy or to buy into your service or to buy your product. Is it somebody with disposable income? Is it someone that's living paycheck to paycheck, order to order? Someone who some people don't like to talk about it, but a lot of you guys market to people who are on government assistance, or you have people who are on government assistance, and they rely on that coming to you for your services. Now, some people, they on government assistance and they seem like they're balling out of control. And then there's others, they're like, look, I really don't have it. Who are you marketing to? That's a very, 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 very important factor in how you're going to price. And then you have to think about your livelihood. What type of lifestyle do you want to have at the end of the day? After all of the business things are taken care of and paying for supplies and paying for overhead, paying for staff, paying for, whatever it is, the money that goes to your actual bank account as the owner, as the operator, as the CEO, whatever title you want to give yourself, what type of lifestyle do you want to have? Are you wanting that lifestyle that affords you the opportunity to jet set across the world whenever you want, where you can have luxury cars and you can have mini mansions, you can have a large mansion? What lifestyle do you want to have? If you are someone that's like, well, I want to have this luxurious lifestyle, guess what? You're not going to get there marketing and selling to people who don't see value in material things. They're not going to ever want to pay $30 for a shirt. Even if it costs you $2 to make it and you want to sell it for $30 because you want a larger profit so that you can have the lifestyle that you desire, you're not going to find people that's going to pay that. But some, if they go and they make something and it looks good to someone that's wealthy and they see value in it and they're willing to pay for it, now that you know that somebody that's wealthy likes it, you can market it to others. And you could have been marketing it to broke folk 2 days ago. It's about perceived value. So we have to, as business owners, stop looking at our own pockets. A lot of business owners start businesses, especially within the craft industry, the creative industry, because they want to leave their 9 to 5. They're tired of the hustle and bustle. They think that they're going to get wealthy, they're going to get rich and things of that nature. They will start it to make ends meet. Most of you guys are doing this because you're living paycheck to paycheck. You need something that's going to supplement your income. So you end up pricing based off of that. You're thinking about your own pockets. When someone goes and tells you, like I just actually had an encounter. I'm not sure if you're going to be on. It's not necessarily about you if you happen to be on this live broadcast, but I just had an encounter and someone asked me, because I was posting about polos and things like that. And someone asked me, well, how much are your polos? There's so many factors to pricing, right? Unless you are a business that has one style of polo, like as far as quality, and one method, you're not going to have one pricing. So when someone asks you that, a lot of questions can follow. Or you can know what is, if it is the lowest of the low, if you're using the least expensive method, the least expensive shirt, takes the least amount of effort, what is that cost? You can have things that cost a whole lot more, but what is that base price? At the very least, this is what you're going to pay. So then you go and you tell them that our polos start at X, Y, and Z, or our candles start at X, Y, and Z. our tumblers start at whatever the lowest possible one is. It doesn't mean that you're going to give them the world and they're going to get the best quality for that. You are letting them know that we have a wide range. We have things that fit within in different budgets, right? But this is the starting point. If your starting point is outside of their budget, guess what? They're not going to waste your time. You're not going to waste their time. They're not going to waste your time because, and so her response to me when I told her what it was, she was like, oh, wow. And to me, that wow was like, to me, that came off as that's a bit too much. That's a little too rich for my blood. Hey, understandable. We may not be the company for you. And you have to be okay with that. And if someone gives you that response, you can't be so desperate for the sale that you're willing to kind of ask them, okay, well, how much you want to spend, or you're going to come down to their level. You have to know who you want to market to. And when you're first starting, you may not be able to connect with and reach your core demographic and the person that's going to see a lot of value in what you do. You have to build up to that. You have to create a plan. If you start off and you're just kind of testing the waters and seeing, how long it takes to make something, how much money it really takes to make it, how much profit you have at the end of the day. And once you kind of do that and you realize, okay, me selling it at this price point, I'm never going to get out of this situation. I'm never going to get to this lifestyle that I want to live. I can't do this. Then you have to make a decision. Are you going to do what's necessary to reach a different demographic? And we can't always blame it on money. Oh, well, I don't have the money to market to, get to a celebrity. I don't know anybody that knows a celebrity to put my products in their hands. Celebrities that you see every single day are not the only people with money. There are people with money who you don't see on TV, on social media. There's ways that you can reach them. What are you going to do to figure out how to reach and how to appeal to those who are going to see value in your product and get you to the lifestyle that you want to live based off of your business? All right. So I'm going to do a little breakdown, right? And hopefully this hypothetical, I'm going to use very outrageous numbers so that you guys don't go and say, okay, well, I'm going to apply this exact same thing to my business. I'm going to give you some very, very outrageous numbers just for that reason. Okay. We're going to put this back up. All righty. So that's now back on our, what's that thing called? On our link tree. So there is a link in my link tree. If you guys click, oh wait, you guys, did I do the full on message for this? No, I did not. Ooh, okay. So I'll put it in the comment section. But if you go to our website and type in seminar, there is a pricing for profit seminar where I do break down in detail how to determine your pricing and how to determine who you're marketing to. I always give the example that when I first started event planning, my goal was not to do celebrity events and things like that. Yes, that can bring you in more money. My purpose in doing events was so that those who probably, would struggle and they go back and forth on whether or not they want to throw a custom party for their child, for themselves. I wanted to be of service to those who did not have a lot of disposable income, but make it a memorable and enjoyable event. Where you didn't have to do everything yourself. You didn't have to use plastic tablecloths. We have, linen. We can do balloons for you. We can create centerpieces and, treat tables and just make it come alive without breaking the bank. But then also letting them know, like, you can't go and want the stuff that you see on Instagram or you see, on Facebook or on YouTube. You see all these very, very fancy parties, balloons everywhere, crystals hanging, florals everywhere. But all you have is $500. All you have is $1,000. All you have is $2,000. Honey, we can't do that. But if all you have is $2,000, we can work out a plan. I am creative enough to work out a plan to where you will get a decent event, and I will also make money to survive myself and to take care of my family. So you have to know how to communicate with your customers, like that. Like, hey, your money don't stretch that long. All right. So I've told that before that, it was never about me getting rich off of those events. So I didn't go into it like, expecting that. So I wasn't disappointed if I didn't hit $1 million goals. If you have $1 million goals, you have to really have $1 million business, whether it is inventory and you're going to have a lot and you're going to have mass produced inventory that you can sell, and you're going to have other people selling it for you, or you have this really dope marketing strategy. Somehow you're running 10. If you want to, I'll just put it this way. Any company that has an evaluation of, let's say, $1 million, rest assured, they are not spending $20 a day on ads. They're not spending $100 a month on ads. They're not spending $1,000 a month on ads. Okay. A business that has an evaluation of, at the very minimum, $1 million, you can expect that they're spending at least that would be 5 figures, anywhere from 6 to 5 figures in marketing, in advertising. They're not going and just having some business cards that they made themselves with card stock and their Cricut or their Cameo machine. They're not making $1 million just with a standard flyer that they're scared to even pass out when they see people. They don't have a business that's valuated at $1 million because they are afraid to network and talk to people. They don't have a business that's valued at $1 million when, and they are afraid to tell someone what their prices are. They're timid. Someone asks them and it's like, okay, I don't want somebody that has a business that is at a very minimum evaluated at $1 million is not going and saying, well, I don't want a price too high. I don't want a price too low. That's not how they're conducting business. And if that's where you are right now in your business journey, you can't have aspirations of 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, 9, you just can't, right? Because you are afraid to network. You are afraid of your customers. You are afraid to stand on your business, and you're afraid to stand by your prices. If you are afraid, it's okay to be kind of like, I'm a little scared. People tell me that all the time. I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid that someone's going to say no to my pricing. I get it. And that's perfectly okay in the beginning. But you cannot stay in that place of fear, but still say that your goal is to make 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures. Make sense? Hello, hello, hello. Y'all got kind of quiet on me. Incredible greetings. Hello, hello, hello. Hello from the UK. Incredible morning. Is this information that you guys even need? Do I even need to be wasting my breath right now with going over these pricing strategies and things to consider? Should I even be wasting my breath right now? Hello. Or should I be going and tending to my business and making sure that I'm meeting my sales goals? Do 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 All right, TikTok. Now, one comment. You guys can't support me. I'm not going to help you with your struggles. So it has to be reciprocal. It has to be give and take. And hey, you guys aren't going to comment and you're not going to engage. That means you don't need this information. All right. Until next time, have a great one. Peace. All right. Let's see over here. What are we talking about over here? Okay. So we got some engagement going on. Great info. Please continue. Definitely need this. Keep talking. Struggle with pricing. What you got going on? I'm always ready to learn. Good, incredible morning. Yes, we are talking about pricing right now. Why is it so hard? Why that we couldn't come into the room? I know y'all were raised better than that. We come into the room. I get it. You're at work. But if you can click on the video, you could have still you could have said, hey, how you doing? I'm ready for this. I need help with pricing. Give something. You can't expect me to constantly get on here and give you guys my 20 years of experience and you give nothing in return. I'm on it. And when I'm live like this, I'm not asking you to pay me for the information that I'm about to give you. That information, the information I'm going to give you, the exercises, the actionable steps I'm about to give you, I'm offering them to you free because contrary to popular belief, I don't get paid. And a lot of people, everybody doesn't get paid all this money. You guys see me all the time, right? And you might feel like, oh, well, she's always doing videos. She has to be making a lot of money from YouTube. No, that is definitely not the case. I choose to get on here to help others. Share what I know. If what I went through and what I experienced and the knowledge that I have gained can help someone, and I can give you just a little bit of help and guidance, I want to do that for you. Then yes, I do have services that I would hope that you would get into so that you can learn more and that you would support my business the same way that you want others to support you. I have services, I have products that will help your business. So if I'm giving you this information for free, even if you have someone else's sublimation paper, are they giving you this type of information to help your business? So if they're not doing anything to help you, even on a micro level, why are you continuing to pour into their businesses? What, just because the price is right? So that means if none of you, anyone that consumes my information and you get something from it, that means you really don't put value on the information if it's not even worth it for you to either send a like, a share, a super chat, a star, or simply go to our website and do something that's going to be beneficial to both sides. You got the information. You in turn like the information. You want a little bit more. It's valuable to you at the free level. Let me go and see what courses that she has, what additional information she has, what product their company has. And by me pouring into that business, I'm helping myself because I'm getting the best sublimation paper to make products like this. I'm getting the best teachings on designing so that I can design better for my clients and I can make more money. It's reciprocation. I feel as if there's no value. If you guys aren't even as something as simple as leaving a comment, liking the video. How do I know that I'm providing value to you? What value are you putting on my information? When I don't see any comments, when I have to go into vent mode, when I have to go and ask the question of, is this valuable to you? Should I continue? To me, that says that you don't value my time. I don't have to be on here. Whether it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, I enjoy doing it. But when there's no interaction, then I'm now questioning the value. And that's where you guys should be at, right? If you're putting stuff out, you're buying all of these, you're trying out all of these different crafts, you're buying all these supplies, you're learning new things. But if the people you're marketing to, they don't bite, they don't share, they don't refer you to someone else, they're not purchasing, then is there value in the business that you have created for yourself? I struggle with what my unique selling point or my unique thing. So let me ask you a question, right? Man, I see a lot of coaches and things like that, and they're in these marketing ones, and they're going to talk about like what's unique. Oh, what's your unique selling point? What's your unique thing, right? But a lot of times you're talking to a room full of people who all make a tumbler, who all make a shirt. Half of the creators will go on Etsy and they're going to buy the exact same file, or they're going to see that someone else did it. They're going to recreate that and they're going to try and sell it. Where there is no uniqueness in that, right? It's nothing that is unique. And everyone's selling the same thing. Everyone using DTF, everyone using sublimation, everyone trying to be global. Your unique selling point might be for the people who are local to you. You can get this locally. Shipping is going up. Shipping is going to be higher and higher and higher. So yes, you might be able to maybe get it cheaper somewhere else. But by the time you add on that shipping to it, what price point is it? So for some of you guys will have the same unique selling point. The unique thing. It's unique to the people that are right here that you can touch and feel, that you can get these custom items in a fraction of the time, because once it's finished, you will be able to pick it up within the same day, the next day. If you order from somewhere else, you have to wait for the shipping time and hope and pray, like just happened to me, it doesn't get lost. That is your unique selling point. When you focus on the people who are local to you, but you're so focused on selling and being global. A website is not necessarily about selling to people in states away from you. A website is to automate your business, and someone can go on there, see your price, even if they live next door. Your next door neighbor should not be walking to your door to place their order. You should be able to talk to them, talk about your business, talk up your business, but they should be going to that website and placing the order. That way, everything is there. You have your finances, you have your inventory, you have everything there. A website does not have to be for you to reach the world. That's your unique selling point, is they can get those custom items from someone locally. Now you have to determine who are you selling that to locally, because everyone locally has those who are on the low income side and those who have disposable income out the yin yang. I can go 5 or 10 miles north, south, east, west and reach a different demographic of people. But if you're only wanting to use just social media, that can be laziness. If you're only wanting to, the people at your job, the people at your parks, and you're not willing to spend money on marketing material and go out and talk to people and network, if you're not willing to go to different conferences and take business trips, you're going to be stuck in the same bubble. Hello, incredible greetings. I know my work is quality, but how do I market that part? What problem I'm resolving with? I hate that, right? I cannot stand that teaching. What's their pain point? Ain't no pain point for somebody who want to wear a shirt. You go to jail if you walk around half these places naked and well, you can walk around in your drawers, but some people are going to say no shirt, no service. But I mean, it's just clothes. It's just a shirt. A birthday shirt ain't serving no. Oh my God, you're triggering me right there. I try my best not to make it seem as if I'm like talking down on whatever someone else does, but everything in business is not about a pain point. Everything is not, you're not resolving something for them. The only thing that you might be resolving for them is they want a shirt for their birthday. They don't have a heat press. They don't have a printer. They don't have a Cricut. They don't have a Cameo. That's the only issue you're resolving, is that they don't have the resources to make the shirt themselves. But it's not this pain point that you have to, I guess that would be the only thing. Like when you're marketing it, it's that, hey, you don't have the resource, you don't have the tools and supplies to do this. I'm able to make this custom shirt for you. I'm saving you time. So I guess, well, if anything, that would be what you're saving them on. That's the pain point that you're resolving for them. They can go about their lives. They don't have to worry about the hour, the 30 minutes, the hour, the 2 hours it takes to design and print and press this shirt. They can save that 2 hours of their life, and you can make it for them, and you're just going to deliver it to them, ship it to them, and all they have to do is put it on. That's what you're resolving, and you making it. You're saving them time, because you're not saving them money. You're just saving them time. That's what you're resolving. They get to enjoy, do what they want in those 2 hours, and they don't have to make a shirt in those 2 hours. Your work is quality. What makes it quality? Are you using what those who consider to, like, what they consider to be quality? Are you putting your designs on a Nike shirt? Because some people will see value in a Nike shirt. They'll see value in a Gucci shirt. Anybody ever thought about going to go get a Gucci shirt and these same sayings that you're putting on there, put those sayings and put that graphics on a Gucci shirt, a shirt that in the store costs $200? You're now adding to the value of it because Gucci only sold the shirt with just their name in the back with the stripe across it. Now you're going to take that shirt and put boss chick. You're going to put affirmations on it. You've increased the value of that Gucci shirt. That shirt cost $200. It was a Gucci shirt. So your price point has to start at least $200, and you've now added value to it. So you can't go and sell that shirt for $200 because you had to buy it from Gucci. Some things you may not buy wholesale. You can't buy Gucci wholesale. So if somebody wanted a birthday shirt, but they wanted it on a Gucci shirt, we don't go and take a Gildan shirt and make it look like it's Gucci. We go and say, okay, you want a Gucci shirt? A Gucci shirt costs $200, and I'm going to put Fabulous and 50 on this Gucci shirt. So now this Gucci shirt that, in the store it was $200, I've added value to it. It now costs $300. It's about perceived value. Then you, that's right. You will lose more money trying to learn it on your own. Learning it the right way, learning it right the first time saves you money and time. Then you give up because nothing is done right. Thank you. I do value your time. You're helping me learn, so it's a deal. So I appreciate your time. I mean, I get that, and I thank you guys for that. All I'm saying is I can't see that you guys value it when it's crickets, when there's no likes, when there's no shares, when there's no tags. I can't see. Like that's how I know that I'm not up here talking to myself and it's not all in vain, is when I see comments, I see engagement. I'm not asking for much, just a little bit of engagement. She's like, oh my God, you're preaching to me this morning. I'm so glad I caught this. Well, at least Facebook is now distributing my content. Did I have to get loud and whatnot for Facebook to distribute my content? Because baby, golly, I was live over on Facebook's platform and it was just dead. But anywho, and see, I'm so thank you so much for this comment. Oh my God, this is about to drive my message home. You are being a bit harsh. My background is in marketing. The language or verbiage is sometimes technical words such as USP are thrown out and they're picked back up and ran with. Hold on. She says, I'm being a bit harsh. My background is in marketing. The language or verbiage is sometimes technical words such as USP are thrown out there and picked back up and ran with. Okay, wait, I'm kind of confused. At first, I thought this was going somewhere else, because some people may not like my tone. They may not like my delivery. But I've also learned that I know who my audience is, right? Some of you guys need the real and raw. You get so much from these videos and these influencers who really are not doing what you're doing. They're great at being crafters, and you see them doing all of these videos, making these items, but most of them are not selling them. Their desire was to be a YouTuber. Their desire was to be someone that does reels, someone that is big on social media, because they want to appeal to companies to send them the things that they like to use for free. As a crafter or a creator where I'm not selling anything, it's going to cost me a whole lot of money to get all of the equipment and supplies that I need to do the things that I love. So I'm going to get on YouTube. I'm going to make reels. I'm going to be on Instagram. I'm going to be on TikTok. I'm going to show all these things that I am making, that I'm making for myself, but it's going to appeal because I'm very present. It's going to appeal to these larger companies to send me stuff because I've curated this audience. And a lot of people are like that. And we want this kind of soft spoken and making you think that you're just going to make $1 million. That ain't me. I'm a Gemini that was born in May. I'm very headstrong. I'm very passionate. So if anyone does not like my delivery, if you don't like the fact that I'm going to call people out on wanting to take information from me and not give anything back, you want my information to help your business. But if I can't call you out on the fact that you're not supporting my business, if you don't like that tone, you don't like me being harsh enough, you don't like me being real, you don't like me being honest. My brand is called Honestly Speaking for a reason. And the honest truth is, I feel used sometimes. So if you don't like that I'm going to use my platform, then this may not be for you. Then you might as well go ahead and unsubscribe. I'm not saying that's how you are. That's for anyone that may be watching this and say, why is she yelling? Why is she doing this? Why is she doing that? You came in on the tail end of it. You may be new to me, and I get that. You're new to me. I might rub you the wrong way thinking that, oh, well, oh, heck no, that's how she talked to people. But you haven't been there long. Well, you haven't been on this journey for 9 years. I can't always be the one that's on here and that's just going to come on and give the sweet talks, and we're just going to talk like this. And what you need to do, your unique selling point, and sometimes that's not how you're going to catch me. Because sometimes I'm talking to people, those who are catching me are the ones who need it real, raw, and honest. I'm speaking to people who need a mirror put in their face and say, the problem is you. This is the truth. A lot of locals find things and want me to recreate them. I tell them I can make my version. Is this still customization? How should I charge for designs and hourly? My pricing for profit definitely goes over understanding like charging for designs, whether or not you should be charging an hourly rate. You have to decide for yourself, like what is going to be work best for you. Some people just kind of have a baseline price. Some people have an hourly rate. When it comes to jobs, right? You have some people that come in, like some jobs, like when you come in, they have a starting salary, a starting wage. Yeah, it's minimum wage because you're brand new to this. You don't really know what you're doing. If you are someone that is designing, if you are brand new to design, you can't charge the same amount that I charge for designs because I've been doing it for a while. So how I design might be a little bit more unique. I am someone that can just take an idea and create something, from scratch. Even if you are recreating, just because you're recreating it doesn't mean that you're going to be able to do it in an efficient amount of time. It might still take you like 2 hours because you're fumbling around the tools. You're not quite sure if you're supposed to subtract, modify, fill with color, make it a compound path, release compound path. You're supposed to crop it, trace it, or whatever. If you're still trying to figure that out and you're doing a lot of undos, you can't go and say, well, it took me 2 hours. My time is worth $50 an hour. So I'm charging you $100 because it took me 2 hours. But someone that is experienced, it may only take them an hour. Experience deserves, for me, experience deserves more money than someone that's just starting, even though it took you a long time. At the end of the day, I mean, it might still cost the customer $100 from someone that took 2 hours and somebody that took an hour. The difference, the price of the customer might be the same. It might still be an hour. I mean, it still might be $100, but that's to the customer. But now, as the business owner, yours taking 2 hours. So in 2 hours, you can only make $100. If I'm charging $100 for that design or just for designing, and I'm able to do 2 designs in 2 hours, I am making $200 in 2 hours, and you're only making 100. If I'm able to create 4 designs in 2 hours, but I'm charging $100 per design, I am able to make $400, and you're still only making 100. Do you see the difference in that? So it's not necessarily about just the design fee. How long does it take you to do it? I was only getting TikTok for a minute. Yeah, I don't know. I need the real and raw. Don't sugarcoat business for me. You are my influencer and teacher because you are raw, loud, and very real. Thank you for loving me loud. Your honesty is the reason I'm here. Passion, your lessons in honesty is always on point. You are correct in regards to the guru types. I often am left bewildered at much of the nonsense I consume across. I come across. There we go. Oftentimes most times they are spouting foolishness. Okay, so now we're on the same page. I got kind of scared there, Joseph. I got kind of scared. I ain't gonna lie. I am mastering subtract and crop from the 30 days, but those edit points. So the fact that you are acknowledging, right, that you're now mastering subtract and crop, the edit points are a struggle for you. You're still in, I mean, we're always learning, but it's a different type of learning to where it's going to take you more time when it comes to design. Sometimes it may take me a while because I'm just kind of stuck. But once I know what I want to do, I'm able to easily breeze through like the tools and functions. So that is something that's going to affect your pricing, right? How you design, how creative you are. Are you able to listen to what their needs are and create something for it? Or not even say create it, even if it's finding what they need, right? There's all of these imagery and files and things like that the average customer, they don't see these things that we see on a daily, like on Etsy or Facebook and Facebook groups, all of these designs. So if a customer comes to you and they're like, okay, I want it to look like X, Y, and Z. I want it to include this texture, You may not be able to design it, but because you have this creative eye, you may have seen a file that works perfectly for them. And you're able to go get that file, show it to them, and they're going to, oh, this is wonderful. Just because you make custom shirts doesn't mean that you have to be the one to design them. Yes. Plan out what they want that makes you different. Exactly. All right. So I'm going to get to what I wanted to do here, and then we're going to wrap up. Because, see, I be on here. I really do be giving y'all way too much, be on here too long. And like that little piece I just did, that was a learning moment, but it wasn't what this was for. So we're going to get to. All right. I want to give you guys this example, right? Many will have you to believe that in order for you to make money, you have to appeal to and market to a sea of people. You have to have multiple streams of, I'm not going to say income, multiple products, multiple services. You can't just make birthday shirts. You have to make birthday shirts, retirement shirts, baby shower shirts, wedding shirts. You can't just make sublimation shirts. You got to make sublimation shirts. You got to make DTF shirts. You got to make HTV shirts. You have to make embroidery shirts. You have to make And that's just on the t-shirts. Well, you need to add in hoodies. Oh, what if your customer, you have a customer that wants a shirt, but now they want a hoodie? You leaving money on the table. That's bullshit. What, y'all seen that that TikTok? That bullshit? That bullshit. I love that little kid. I love when people use that in their videos, in their reels. That's bull crap. There are companies, Baby Judy, the product that got her on the map when she went and she made, I'm not sure if she made it first million. I forgot. When you listen to her story, one product, Miracle Drops. She was over there being the edge police, and she was doing crazy stuff with her Miracle Drops and saving people's edges one drop at a time. One product. Now she has other products, but she built her empire off of one product, which is still her top selling product. One. It is okay to start with one. And as your business grows, you are able to have more people on your staff, more people on your team who are able to pour into you and help you get to the next level. You now have access to more manufacturers and more distributors. You're making those connections. Then you can go and add on products. She had her own. Now that she's gotten a great handle of that, she knows how to run business. She knows about logistics. She's going to have her warehouse. What did they do? They added on the products that are a Kaleidoscope by Debrat or whatever it is, whatever. Then they added on those items. It's about growth. So many of you want to start out. You want to start out with every single product in the world, and you haven't mastered the one. So I'm going to give you a scenario on if you marketed and you found enough customers through your marketing, through your branding, through you showing up, through your quality. If you were only doing one thing, and that is making one type of, so when it comes to, like, let's say shirts, like I said, you got HTV, you got EcoSolvent, you got Screen Print, you got DTF now, you got Jet Pro 3G, you got this, you got that. If you got embroidery, if we're doing polos, you got like same things. You can put all of these same things on all of these different items. But let's just say, for the sake of this example, we're talking, only because I was just doing polos, polo shirt, DTF print, not even a full back. We're talking just right or left chest print. One. Just one. And the reason why I'm using DTF is because that allows you to do different colors. It can be a full color, it can be a single color, and that print is going to cost you the same amount no matter what color it is, no matter how many colors. I'm not going to say no matter the size, but it's a way to kind of like price it for the size. But I'm using that one because it's going to be the easiest way to have different types of designs. Like, it doesn't have to be one design, but it's going to be one method, right? And we're going to base this off of a 4-inch, maxed out 4-inch print. Okay. I'm going to give very, very hypothetical. This is not going to be the best case scenario because it depends on where you're getting your stuff from. If you have your resale certificate, can you go to wholesale places? Are you buying them in bulk? Are you buying just 1 or 2 shirts like for that order? Are you buying by the case? Do you go and keep your inventory up by the case to where if somebody came in order, you can go into your inventory room, pull that shirt and be able to make it? Or do you have to order it? Like, there's a lot of variables in that, and how you are keeping your inventory. As a crafter and you're working from home, you can't fathom having cases and cases and cases and cases and cases of shirts. You can't fathom having rolls and rolls and rolls and rolls of vinyl because you have a small space. So you're ordering most times, every time a customer needs, they want to place an order. So you're going to keep feeling like you're not making any money, even if we both charge the same exact amount, but you are ordering for each order. Yet I made bulk purchases and I can go in there and pull it and make it. I'm going to, one, get mine done fast because I don't have to wait on the post office, which I'm not there yet because, hello, I'm having a whole issue with USPS right now. But someone who can do that, they can go pull that off. When it get down to a certain level, they're going to re-up, and hopefully they will never run out. So their business is going to be a little bit different. How they profit there, even though it's the same price point that we're selling it to the customer, they're going to probably profit more because they're paying less for all of their supplies. Okay. So I'm going to use the example of a polo shirt. Some of you guys saw the post that I made, right? So in there, I think I said, let's meet somewhere in the middle. And for some, it's going to seem like on the high end. If you do polos and you get yours wholesale, oh, never pay $11 for a polo. Just go with the example, people. Like, stop. A lot of you guys did that. Oh, well, I charge this because I get it at this price. No, stop thinking about what you are getting, something like the price that you're getting it at now. If the price of that product goes up, how are you going to refactor the price of that now? Or are you still going to just be charging the same because you were charging $25 last year, but now the cost of that substrate went up $3? Are you just going to simply add $3 to the cost to account for the increase? Or do you have a formula? Do you have something that you can plug in numbers and know what you should charge? So I'm going to go off of my example that the polo was $11. I don't want to hear that's high. This is an example, right? I'm going to also go off of a DTF print costing you, I think I put on there $1. I think I put $1. Or did I put $2? Let's just say it's going to cost you, we'll leave it at $1, right? That is that's $12. So actual raw material, not including any packaging, any tags, all of these things that people keep telling you to put inside your packaging. Put a follow me and tag me in your story. Put a card in there for that. Put in a couple stickers. Put in some candy. Put in a bunch of bubble wrap. Put in a bunch of shreds. Most of y'all don't even calculate any of that. Y'all just go buy it because some person on TikTok, some person on Instagram, somebody on Facebook, somebody class you told you to go buy all this shit, and they didn't even tell you how to include it in your pricing. They just said, oh, make it look good. That's how you stand out. That's going to keep people coming back to you. That's also going to keep you broke because you didn't account for any of that bull crap that you put in there, because there ain't no company giving you these cards. Even if you make them yourself, that's still ink, that's still paper. You got to go and you have to cut it. I don't care if you're getting your paper shreds from the Dollar Tree, that only go but so far. You still had to pay $1 for it. And if that dollar wasn't included in the price of your packaging, guess what? Every time you send that package out, you're not making money, you losing money. But okay, I'm just saying. So this is just getting the materials. The polo, the DTF print, 12, right? Now it's small. We're probably going to maybe sort of have to maybe possibly use heat tape. Depends on what size heat tape you get. But it's hard to quantify heat tape. So this is where your business expenses come in at. This is where your business expenses come in. So you have to have money to just be able to go and re-up. You can't quantify how much tape you're using. Shoot, I waste half the tape trying to get it off the dang on dispenser sometimes. So just the polo and DTF, you're at 12. Some people will tell you to multiply that by 3. I'm going to use that example, okay? We're not worried about any other expenses. We're just going to multiply that by 3. So 12 times 3. So you're going to charge $36, right? We're going to assume that you are booked and busy. You don't have a break. Somebody, let's just say, yeah, you're booked and busy, and you are able to make shirts all day. You have an 8-hour day that you're going to make shirts, or you're going to make these polos, right? Just pressing them. We're not talking about design, none of that. We're just going to say pressing the polos with the DTF print. All right. We're going to take away the 12. So we're left with $24. It takes what? Let's say it's most times I'm doing a double press. So let's say if you're pressing it for 7 seconds, you remove, well, you have to wait for it to cool. So you can do a whole bunch of them. You remove it. You have to press it again. You might press it for 5. So your press time is, well, let's just make it real even. And let's just say 10 and 10 seconds. So that's 20 seconds for that. You have to put the shirt on there. Hopefully you don't have to lint brush, and arrange it and all those things. You have to pull it down. So let's give every shirt from loading it onto your heat press, pressing the DTF print, letting it cool, bringing it back to the press and then remove the carrier sheet and then press it to really get it into those fibers, right? Then we have to take it off and sit it off to the side. So let's say just for pressing, right? Just for pressing, we're going to allocate, should we do 5 minutes or 10 minutes per shirt? Yes, I understand it's only, some people, y'all think of it as, oh, it only takes 10 seconds to press. I can get all these shirts done in an hour. But it's a lot of other steps, a lot of things in between that. So let's say, 5 minutes? Does 5 minutes sound good? 5 minutes sound good? Let's say 5 minutes between all of the different steps to load, press, let it cool, put it back, do all that, and then stack it up somewhere, right? And let's hope and pray that you're able to stack everything like within a short distance of you. You don't have to keep moving shirts around, right? So, okay. So a lot of people say 5 minutes per shirt, right? 5 minutes per shirt. 5 minutes sound good. All right. So we're going to say 5 minutes. So that means there's 60 minutes in an hour divided by 5. That means in an hour, you can get 12 shirts done, right? 12 shirts done in an hour. In a perfect world, because when you go on your job, right, they're expecting you to work and do your job for the full 8 hours that you're there, right? 10 hours that you're there, however long it is. And you may have your lunch break. So taking away any 15-minute breaks, 20-minute breaks, hour lunches, let's say each day, because you have, we want to be viral. We want to have all of the orders. We want to be booked and busy, right? So that means that we're going to be making for a bunch of different customers. They don't have to be the same. It didn't have to be a big bulk order because it's DTF, right? We can just print off any design. Like, it don't matter. It don't have to be the same. All different designs. It's just that, hey, whether it was one shirt, an order of one shirt, 5 shirts, 100 shirts, we're doing 12 shirts in an hour. And because we're in business, right, we're going to do, at first I did 8 hours. I'm going to even take it down and I'm going to say you are comfortable with working 6 hours per day. 6 hours per day, right? You're going to spend 6 hours doing nothing but pressing shirts. That's where your money, this is your money-making task. Pressing that shirt is your money-making task. We're going to press shirts for 6 hours, right? So that means times 6 in one day, you'll be able to do 72 shirts. How many of you guys got into business and you're, because right now we're all working in ourselves and stuff like that. You are the one that's making all the money for your business. You want to make, how many days a week are you really trying to work? I need you to be honest right now, right? You're in your business. You're working, we're going to spend 6 hours physically pressing shirts. How many days a week are we going to do that? Because it's only 6 hours. You can give up 6 hours on your Saturday and your Sunday because you have the rest of the day, right? On Saturday and Sunday and every other day. So are you able to work 6 hours a day, 7 days a week? Is it going to be 5 days a week? Is it going to be 4 days a week? 6 days a week? 7? How many days a week are we working? Oh, right now, pricing for profit is discounted. If you go to our website, I'm going to get that direct link for you. So if you want to really know how to break it all down, the one that we did before, we have another one that's going to come up that's going to be 10, like it's about to blow that one out of the water, but that's going to be a good starting point. That this class is going to be a good starting point with that pricing for profit, because it's going to be more. There's other things that's going to affect your pricing. You have to understand those items, right? So let me go over here because I actually have the wrong one under the feature. Let me go change that. But if you go to our website, pricing for profit, I'm going to tell you what the discount is right now. Let me just change this out real quick because I'm waiting for you guys to tell me how many days a week you're going to work anyway. So let's go feature product. Let's change. And see, this is what I love about having a website. You can go and you can customize it and modify it on the fly. You can do this from your phone. So if you have something that you want featured, you're doing things like this, or let's say you're out and about and you're talking about this shirt that you have that's like your top seller and you have a captive audience, you can have somebody on their phone and you're changing that. They don't have to go and search for it. It's going to be on the top of your website. You don't have to go and try and send out invoices. I'm telling you, whether you are local, you want to serve locally or globally, having a website is amazing. If you want a Shopify site, please click my link. I do get credit if you open your Shopify site through my link. So that's another way to support the platform, support the channel. Okay, seminar. You have taken the pricing for profit seminar. If you wouldn't mind, letting the people know, what did you get from it? If you've already taken it, was it valuable to you? Did you learn something? Did it help you? Was it powerful for you? So if you can give a quick review, live review right now in the comment. You got to be too long. Got to be a whole dissertation, couple lines, couple sentences on, maybe even one sentence on what you got out of, or is the pricing for profit seminar worth it? Okay. So I just saved that. All you have to do is go to our website, shop.hsinc365.com, and put the pricing for profit seminar in your cart, and the price for that, it was normally only $53.65 if you brought it straight out, and right now it will be $23.65. You're going to save $30. So you can get some of those who are going to leave a review. They paid $53.65 or more. If they did buy now, pay later. You right now watching this live, getting this information, saying that, hey, I want more. I want to be able to price properly and understand how to price. You can understand that starting, right? It's going to get you started. Get your mindset right for $23.65 if you go to the website right now. Okay. Okay. Woo! 2 days. Oh, baby, I can't look. I can't work with that. You're not gonna make no money. You're not gonna make no money. 3 days, 4 days, 3 days. Okay, we're gonna go with 3. There's 2 people that said 3 days. We're gonna say 3 days. So we said you can make 72 shirts a day. We're only gonna do 3 a week, right? So now my question to you is, do you plan on going on any vacations? Or are you going to work those 3 weeks, all 52 weeks? There's 52 weeks in a calendar year. Are you going to be able to work those 3 days every single week of the calendar year? 52 of them. So no vacations, no taking no breaks, no nothing, no personal time. So out of 52 weeks in the year, how many weeks do we realistically want to work or plan to work? No holidays, not counting for Christmas break, spring break. There's 52 weeks in a year. How many weeks are we working out of that year? Website is everything. Tell them again, Yolanda. Girl, I actually left I had to take a break from groups, but I do need to join your group because I actually do miss you, my love. You're like me, you keep it real. And so I had to take a break, but I'll be sending my request back in to join the group. So you're going to only take off 2 weeks out of the whole year. You will be able to maintain this with only taking off 2 weeks out of the entire year total. Like, it doesn't have to be 2 weeks at a time. But if you are only able to work 3 days, you can't count the other days. You can't count the other 4 and say, "Oh, I'll make it up somewhere else." No. You said whether that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You only have 3 weeks, 3 days, because the other 4 days are allocated for something else. If you miss a day, you can't make it up. So you're trying to say you will be able to work 3 days a week for 50 weeks. Okay, so someone says 45, 42 to 45. All right, so Tim, answer that. Let's say 45, right? So we're going to do, hold on. We're going to do 72 shirts per day. I said 72 per day. Wait, I said no. How many shirts it was per day? It was no 12 per hour. So in a full day, yeah, so 72 per day. Yeah, 72 per day times 3 days out of the week. So that's 216 shirts per week that you can make. So then we're going to multiply that by 45 weeks. So that's 9,720 shirts that you would be able to make for the year. 9,720 shirts that you would be able to make for the year. Now, I'm about to give y'all a figure, and it's going to seem amazing, but remember, this is what this money is from only pressing the shirts. Your 6 hours, you are able to press shirts 6 hours a day, 3 days a week, because you said you only want to work 3 days a week for 45 weeks. All right. This number's going to seem amazing to you when I tell you this. Okay. So we're going to now multiply that times 20. Times 24. That will make you $233,280. Does that now sound amazing? That sounds amazing, right? $233,280. Somebody put that in the comments so I don't forget, right? So if you were able to make 12 shirts per hour for, I think I said 6 hours a day, 72 shirts per day, 3 days a week, 45 weeks a year, that will be 9,720 polos. Polo shirts only, doesn't matter the color, DTF only. No embroidery, no vinyl, no screen print, just DTF shirts. That's it. $233,280. Someone write that in the comments. Somebody write that in the comment. $233,280. I have taken it. I'm always pushing this course. It changed my outlook on my pricing. If you can get it for $23.65, get it. You won't regret it. I now charge every time my heat drops. Hey, you know I love you. You give knowledge I wish I had when I started. Every class is worth it that you offer would have saved me time and money. Most full-time jobs give you a minimum of 2 to 4 weeks of paid vacation a year, depending on the company. That's paid. Oh, when you're working for yourself, no one's paying you for your vacation time. No one's paying you for it. So on a job, they're paying you for that time. But when you work for yourself, no one, if you don't have any orders during that time, no one's just giving you money during that time frame. So who's like, sign me up. I want to do polos, just DTF. I'm finna work it to where I'm booked and busy. That's all I want to do. I want to make polos. Don't ask me about no t-shirts. Don't ask me about no hoodies. Don't ask me about no sweatshirts. Don't ask me about any of that. I only want to do polos. I'm going to put DTF on it, and I'm about to ball out. I'm about to make $233,000. $280,000. I am six figures, honey. Yes, it is the six figures for me. I want it. I want it. I want it. Who wants that? Who's okay with that? Oh, I'm sold now. I'm going to work 6 hours a day. I'm only going to work 45 weeks out the year. I can go ball out of control them other weeks. Sign me up. $200,000. That's a lot of money, right? Y'all know it's a catch, right? Y'all do know there's a catch. How are we going to get the clientele to even be doing 72 shirts a day? She said me. How are we finna get that? How are we gonna get that? We're gonna be able to get that just from posting on Facebook? We're not gonna have to spend any money on marketing. We ain't got this. So this all the money that we made. So yeah, we took out the polos are already paid for. The DTF prints already paid for. Right? Already paid for. What about everything else to run business? Oh, you're telling them that they need that time frame. They need the 2 to 4 weeks. But no, I get what you're saying, but they also have to understand they ain't getting paid for that time. But yes, you need to decompress. So you will need to have, some time off. The polo shirts, the DTF. I'm going to even say you already have a heat press. Hopefully it lasts you the whole entire year because you got you a really quality heat press. The heat press is paid for. So you don't have to worry about that, right? We're not worried about buying a new one. We got us a really good heat press. And we know for sure it's going to last us the whole year. But what are we doing to ensure that we have the clientele to do 72 shirts a year, 9,720 shirts? To do 72 shirts a day, 9,720 shirts a year. She says, nope, because you're about to drop the bomb and we only making $2,000. What? Woo! I'm just going to say some basic stuff, right? If you want, those of you who want to learn how to work Photoshop, you got to pay for that monthly or annually. Even if you're using Canva, you got to pay for that monthly or annually. You got to pay for your marketing. You got to pay for, so it's like, is everyone coming to pick these up? And when they pick them up, are you going to just hand them the shirt in their hand? They have 300 shirts. Are you just going to hand it to them in their hand? Oh, no, you're going to use the boxes that, the shirts came in, but you ordered for like 4 different people in that one order and all of it came in one box. So which customer is going to get that one box? Because you don't have boxes of your own. You don't have bags. You don't have poly mailers of your own. You're relying on the box. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I know what it is. You're going to keep all of your boxes from Amazon. Every box that comes in from Amazon, you're about to have a whole room. It's going to have all those and you're going to recycle those boxes. How you going to take them? How you going to put them together? We're going to do it the old school way where we take the box and we fold in one side, do this, do that. So we don't need no tape, right? We don't need any tape. They better come in here and grab these 10 at a time and put it in their car, right? We don't have, so where's the overhead? I think someone said that. What that overhead looking like? A lot of deductions, whole lot of them, okay? Whole lot. Oh, wait, taxes? Oh, we do have to do taxes. I was hoping someone would say that because that's a very important part. That is what is coming up. So we talked about it a little bit in the creative business, the professor's creative business program. We started talking about taxes and they understand it. Now you can go and you can find the information about taxes. Am I about to get into that right now? No. And knowing exactly how much you're going to pay in taxes, but you start with the pricing for profit. You're going to get an email when that next one comes up and you can join that one. And we're going to talk about taking this figure and now breaking it down for your taxes, your fees, your insurance, all of the different overheads, paying for the lights, paying for your electricity, paying for your internet bill, paying for the gas, paying for this, paying for that, to see how much money that 233,000 sounds absolutely marvelous, darling. Sounds amazing. But there's more to business than just what you're pressing. And what so many of you guys are doing for your shirts, your candles, your tumblers, your resin pieces, your laser pieces, you're looking at what it costs to make it and nothing else in business. Nothing else in business. So at the end of the day, you're like, you're working your butt off, but where is the fruits of your labor? Where the money at? Because trust and believe, a big chunk of this is going to Uncle Sam. That ain't yours. So once it's all said and done, like she said, you may end up with $2,000 out of this $200,000. Are you ready? So now you have to ask yourself, so no, we're not shipping. Well, I guess shipping to get the items to you, but we've technically, so how I did this is all of that stuff is technically, like I say, taken care of. Like if it costs you $11 to get it, ship it, whatever, it's here, not including the shipping. And in the beginning, when we first started, I kind of had a little rant and I said, we're not even shipping it out to other people. That's why I said, when they come to pick it up from your location, are you just handing them the products? Where they have one shirt or if they have 300 shirts, are you just handing it to them? So we're not even including shipping it anywhere. We're focused on, we have enough clientele locally to sell 72 shirts per day, 9,000 shirts within those who can come and pick them up. So you don't even have to worry about shipping. Yeah, mistakes from definitely that. But I'm so glad that you wrote about the mistakes, because those in pricing for profit, I had someone ask me, why are you calculating for your mistakes? Someone just said it. It's not me. You have to consider not even just mistakes for you. You do know that these shirts sit in warehouses. It doesn't matter how clean they are. Rodents will get in. They are attracted to the boxes, to the cardboard boxes. And that little critters can get into these boxes, these little crevices of the boxes, and they can defecate and pee on these garments. And when it's dry, you're not going to see it. But then once it's pressed, this wasn't no pee. Look, know that there ain't no, this is not pee. Hold on. I just had a really dirty mouse pad. It was, it's like sometimes my drink is on it, other stuff, whatever. Like it was stains and stuff on here. When I first did it, you could not see all of this. So imagine a shirt that may have had a rodent pee on it and now it's dry and you really can't tell. When you're looking at it, it's like, oh my God, it's just like regular. But then when you press it, instead of getting instead of getting this nice, print, has this ever happened to anyone? You look at the shirt, there's nothing on it, you press it, and when you press it, you have stains. How many people has this happened to? It looks good. You don't see nothing on it, but when you press it, you see stains. It's probably because there wasn't sealed and stuff like that. Some companies, they come inside other baggies, so it's harder for them to get on it, for anything to get on it. Some, they're just thrown in a box. There's not that extra layer of protection, and they're sitting inside of a warehouse, and critters can get on them. Most times when this happens, you did nothing wrong. You will spend forever and a day trying to figure out what's on your heat press, and there's nothing on your heat press. What happened was some little critter pissed on the shirt. It dried up. You didn't notice it. You didn't see it. And when you press it, it activated that piss. Okay? This is a mistake that's not your fault. But if you only purchased for that order and one of those shirts got messed up and you've already pressed that DTF print on it, that's a loss. It wasn't all. You didn't necessarily go and it shifted and messed up. Losses happen. You have what's called a P&L, profits and loss. There are going to be losses in business. There's no way around that. But a smart business person accounts for that. We teach that in pricing for profit. And the next level of pricing for profit is going, and well, actually I will say not even pricing for profit, it's more the creative business program is going to be in understanding now your taxes and your overheads and how to really break that down. Oh, see, look at how many people said that. Yep. All the time. Me. Yes. OMG. Shirts from Jiffy with little holes. That's anywhere. It's not just Jiffy. You can order direct from the manufacturer. When they're shipping their stuff from overseas, because if you look at tags, most of these places, most of these companies, they're not manufacturing in the US. It's Indonesia, it's Cambodia, it's Haiti, it's Africa, it's China, it's Japan, it's whatever, it's Brazil. They're manufacturing this stuff all over. And you do know that there's critters on those shipping containers. Just because it's sealed, if that critter got in there before it was sealed, before him died from lack of oxygen, they go in and they pissing and defecating on stuff. So it's not just Jiffy, any major manufacturer, which is why there are places like when it comes off the assembly line and it's a Nike shirt, it's a this, they have these stores that have defective and they sell them at a lower cost because it happens to them as well. They have losses. They're not going to make the full price that they wanted to for that shirt. Now that there's a defect to it because the machine went haywire, it was sewn wrong. They try to recoup some money, but they're still not making the profit that they thought they were going to make from manufacturing that shirt. Every single business takes on the risk of loss. And if you don't account for the potential loss, this is where you're going to lose money at. Okay. So you have to, when it comes back to this, stop thinking like this about your business and pricing, that it's only about the material and that it's only about how long it physically takes you to make something. Because you are then overlooking all of the other aspects of business. Even if everything went perfect, this is now where people say the additional streams of income and having passive income, because you physically only being able to do this, you don't have any staff to share this workload with. This is why people talk about getting to a point where you're not doing everything yourself. Figure out a way to get staff in, get some help, pay for help. You want to take your vacation. Okay, so when you're off, there's no money being made. But if you're working your numbers, you're planning your business out, you're doing what you need to do, creating a plan, doing projections, and having staff. When you are on vacation, your business, The physical work that's bringing you in money to pay all that overhead can still continue. But if it stops with you, your money stops as well, unless you have passive income. And passive income should be passive. You should not be doing that over and over and over again. For me, my classes become passive income. I had to go and teach it one time, but I'm able to have people buy that one over and over and over again, and I can focus on other things. So to make ends meet, because I cannot be at the heat press physically printing. But if you have to, like, I know it's going to sound good to have passive income and have digital products and do things like that, but you cannot think about the digital products and doing all of this passive stuff if you haven't even figured the first part out. Those are things that come with time. The example, BB Judy started with one product. She worked those miracle drops and got her name out there. She was making good money off of that. And then eventually she added products. And when she added products, she didn't add in a whole bunch of freaking products. It was little by little by little. You can do the same thing for yours, but you have to be willing to go on the journey. You can't want to do this and like, okay, this is it. You know, I learned how to make shirts, and this is what I'm going to be doing like forever. It needs to make me all the money now. It's going to be a journey. Some of you may not hit the like your goals. Oh, well, I don't know how much time I have. We don't know. You don't know how much time you have. But you can't work yourself trying to get to this 6-figure, 7-figure in 30 days. And you don't have anything in place. You don't have any type of structure to actually reach those goals. They're unrealistic. So you're going to constantly be disappointed because you've set unrealistic goals for yourself. Okay. So pricing for profit is available. $23.65 right now. If you like what you heard, refer a friend. If you're in groups, you're seeing these questions, they're struggling about pricing. How do I price? Inbox them. If you can't post it in the group, take that link, copy it, share it. You know, if it helped you, if you enjoy my content, how you help me, how you repay me for helping you for free right now is to help me reach other people. We help each other. It's give and take. It's beneficial on both sides. All right. But that is available for you guys right now. Be on the lookout. Those who have purchased the pricing for profit, the original one, will be the ones that get the email with the deal and the early bird special for the next one that's coming up. You'll get a discount on that, whether you pay $53 for it or you pay $23 for it. You guys on that list will be the first ones to get it, and then it'll roll out to everyone else. But we have the next phase of it. So how someone mentioned taxes, someone mentioned overhead. If you don't understand how to calculate that, you don't know how much Uncle Sam is actually taxing you to know how much you have to have, preferably put aside or paying into your quarterly taxes and things of that nature, or have an account where you're accounting for your self-employment tax or which is based like your FICA, your federal tax, all those different things. If you don't understand how to plan for that, this is how you get first dibs to be on that list, to be in that Zoom session, so you can ask questions. You can always buy the playback, but it's nothing like being in that live Zoom session. All right. We're at 1:30. I did talk a lot. I don't know. Most times when it's like that, y'all don't have questions. No, I'm not answering questions about taxes, but we'll see what other questions you have. I will give you guys, my time says 1:29. I did not want to be on here this long. Did not plan on being on for an hour and a half, but I do like to answer questions. I just feel weird not answering questions. So if you have a question for me, I'll gladly answer it. We'll take about 2 or 3 questions only. Y'all better make sure y'all go on y'all lunch break and get, if y'all can't get it right now, don't wait too long. It ain't going to be that price forever. Any questions? What's the link for the class? Go to our, oh, so actually, let me show you over here. Hold on. Shop.hsinc365.com is our website. Shop.hsinc. And I thought, I don't know why I forgot to put it across the screen. See, that's my fault. Or you can go to www.hsinc365.com. Where is it? That was my fault. That was my fault for assuming that everyone knew my website. So my bad, but it is in the description, and I'm gonna update the description because I had some issues with the lives, and so I had to kind of test the system. But hsinc365.com, shop.hsinc365.com, both will get you there. There's a reason why there's two. I talk about that when it comes to websites and domains and understanding the benefit of having and securing certain domains. So whether it's www.hsinc365.com, shop.hsinc365.com, that's going to get you to our website. And once you are on the website, it's literally at the top of the page. Let's go share screen, entire screen. Okay, so once you're on the website, you're going to scroll down. We have added that as a feature product, so you can't miss it. You're on the main site. You're going to click on it. You're going to add that to your cart, and you're going to save $30, $23.65. Oh, I'm sorry. That was. Wait, why is it coming out? That is still not the price. Oh, because there was two in there. I was like, wait, huh? There we go. $23.65. I was like, why is it saying 107? That's because I hit two. And so it was saying 107. So it's showing 77. So $23.65 is what you will pay for that one. I know this is not what we're talking about, but the 30-day silhouette class is still on sale. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. You may not be able to buy it if you want the pricing for profit as well. It may be on sale. Is it on? Will it be the same amount it was when I was advertising when I was live? No, but there is a discount for it. Or you can purchase a HS Inc. product and get the 30 days for 60% off. Any class that you purchase, if you purchase an Honestly Speaking product and the and a class, it becomes 30% off. 60% off. So like, let's say I go up here and I go paper, fast, no, not sample packs. Definitely not sample packs. Sample packs don't get you that discount. You're going to go to 100 sheets and I'm going to add that to my cart. Now you're going to get the paper and you're going to get the class. Instead of $23.65, it is now $21.46, but you also got the sublimation paper that you need. So you can either buy sublimation paper and get the class. Any class is 60% off with the purchase of Honestly Speaking sublimation paper, sublimation ink, or pigment ink, and then you'll get 60% off of a class. They both have to be in your cart. Or if you want just this, you don't want to spend $41.76 and you want to spend just the promo for pricing for profit, you just pay $23.65 if that's all you have. And it's going to be the same thing for the 30-day training. Any other questions? Oh, you weren't able to get it the other day. Okay. But it's still a discount because We have, it's HS Ink month. So there's still a lot of discounts on the site this month. On like different things have different discounts. Here you go. Tam, you have supported quite a bit. Let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to go on here and I'm going to put the 40% back. Okay. So they both will be, so that will be 40%. I just put it on there. Make sure that you go get it. Don't let time catch you this time, because I can't tell you when it'll be 40% again, or if you're going to end up catching that live video where I'm talking about it and it becomes 40%. But I have just put it at 40% right now. So make sure that you go to the website and get it. I would say within the next 30 minutes to an hour. Don't let time catch you this time. Okay. All right. No other questions. Thank you guys so very much for joining me. It was wonderful. If you have any questions, you have any suggestions for topics that I can be passionate about, and you're not going to judge me for being passionate about it in my delivery. If there's some topics that you want it real, raw, honest, and passionate, feel free to email us your suggestions or create a post, tag us in it, a topic that you would like for me to, give my insight on, and we'll try and get it on the schedule. All right. Until next time, guys, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity and be incredible. Peace.